Okay, hello everyone. I'm Joanna, and today I am joined by Ashish Arora, of course, who is our CEO, and Paula Adams, who is one of our principal project managers here at Cricut. And today we're going to walk through one of the updates that we have been working on, and that's the layer selection. We're going to do a little demo of how that's evolving within Design Space. But before we do, Ashish, I'd really like to start with you and have you share a little bit about why this update matters so much.
Yeah, so I'll actually, I want to, I'll let Paula talk about that. Thanks, Ivana, and good morning, everyone. Uh, I think we've had a few sessions, Divana, where we've done these YouTube videos on, what we are doing to make the platform easier. We have hundreds of engineers working with some incredible researchers and user experience people and product managers who are all working together to make the platform easier. We've talked about guided flows. We've talked about templates. We've talked about AI Project Designer. I think we have talked about AI Project Designer.
A
Uh,
little bit. We
okay.
haven't gotten in detail yet, no.
But today we're going to get into a slightly different domain, and I'm really excited to have Paula talk about that. But before we get started, so I think the basically Divana needed some more. She was like, Ashish, I'm done with you. We need some more awesome product managers who really know what they're talking about. But Paula, first, why don't you start by just telling people about what does a software product manager, and especially in your case, a principal product manager do?
Absolutely. I'm so happy to be here. So, my job is to work with people all across the company. It's to do surveys with customers, it's to work with our software engineers, it's to watch user sessions and to really understand what our users are struggling with and what we can do to make Design Space the best possible place for you to craft. And so, I work with those software engineers to prioritize features and figure out how we can make the biggest, most positive impact to your crafting experience.
So
And
she
Paula,
is surfing all those Facebook groups. She sees what you guys are talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, I am in there. I am looking at things and we are taking that all in.
Yeah.
Paula, take a second. So you obviously do a lot of research, do a lot of
Hmm.
surveys, you do a lot of focus groups and said, and I know that this is a personal, passionate
Yes.
area for you. So tell us about what you learned in the research and how you decided. We haven't even started telling about what you're going to actually show. So why don't you get into that?
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about selection today and sounds really simple, maybe a little boring, but something I realized was that a lot of people struggle with selecting things on their canvas. If
Yes.
you are, an expert design space user, maybe you rely on the layers panel, but selection is really important to help you select the right elements on your canvas and really make the projects that you want to make or personalize existing projects that you find, maybe in our templates. So we found that people were really struggling with that. And so what I wanted to do was take away that friction and just make designing in Design Space more of a no-brainer so that you can focus on doing what you love and remove some of that friction.
Yeah,
And
because this update is maybe not even something people notice right away, right? They'll just notice it's easier, like, oh, that was much easier than I remember it, and not really understand why. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
excited.
goal. It's
Yeah.
not a big flashy thing, but our hope is that it's going to feel more intuitive and yeah, that you don't even notice it because you're able to do exactly what you expect that you should be able to do when you're moving things around and selecting things in Design Space.
Yeah.
Paula, while you bring up the software, one of the things that we as a company talk about is that, we clearly, as we think about many mechanisms like selection mechanisms and design space, we have some unique problems that other design software don't have to deal with. And this is specifically around because we allow for operations like subtract and cutting and physical materiality that doesn't
Yes.
apply to digital systems. And then I think the team was anyways, in addition to that, we the team has done a great job in solving those problems that are unique to us, but also just doing a better job at helping people select, the things that they want to select on the canvas. So Paula, why don't you show us what you have?
Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I'm actually going to start with how Design Space works today and tell you about the problem that I'm trying to solve here. So I've gone through the cardstock cutout guided flow. I've added this cute gift tag to my canvas. I select it. And let's say I want to get this dark orange layer in the background. I click, I click, my mouse is right over top that dark orange layer, and I'm not able to get to it. If I deselect and then I click, okay, now I can get to it. And I can change, maybe the color of this. Maybe I want it to be purple. Now let's try to get this daisy on top. I click, not able to get to that. Let me deselect everything. Still not able to get to it. Let me go ahead and, move everything out of the way. Oh, there we go. Now I can,
So
resize this,
frustrating. Yeah.
put my gift tag back together.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh, I want to move it again. Ugh, I got to move everything out of the way. So that's one example of where selection is getting in the way for our users. Let me show you a different example, maybe something a bit more complicated for our users who like to do insert cards. I have been really liking this moth insert card lately because I just think it's so pretty and there's a lot going on here.
Mhm.
So let's say I want to click on the moth. Again, maybe just make a color change, move it around. It looks like I'm getting this layer on top, these dots. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. Okay, now I'm able to get to the moth. Maybe I want to change the color of these diamonds. I do that. Want to click on the flower. Again, selection, these diamonds are getting in my way. I got to move that out of the way. So you can see how I'm having to kind of separate elements. If you're an experienced design space user, like I mentioned earlier, you might be using the layers panel to navigate a really complicated template such as this one. And so our goal is to just make this a no-brainer for you. So what
Mhm.
I'm going to do is stop sharing and I'm going to get the latest and greatest on my laptop to show you the changes
Yeah.
that we
Good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I always go to the layers panel, like layers panel to the rescue.
Yeah, but now you don't have to with this new update. I'm so excited about it.
as am I. Okay, we are loaded up. Let me share my screen again. And I'm just going to go through those same exact examples so you really can see the difference here of the before and after. So
Perfect.
same exact gift tag I have on my canvas. I go to click on that dark orange layer. Immediately, I'm successful. If I want to
Mhm.
click on this flower, I'm successful.
Oh, I
No
love that.
more, no more moving things around or relying on the layers panel. Whatever my mouse is directly over top of, that's exactly what I'm going to get. It sounds simple, but man, do I think this is going to be a game changer.
Yes.
Let's go look
Love
at
it.
that really complicated insert card. Let's stress test this a little bit. Paula, is this really going to make a difference? What if I'm working with something super complicated? So now, remember last time I clicked on the moth, I got those little bubbles.
Hmm.
I get the moth. I can click on the bubbles, but I can also click on the flower, the diamonds, back to the flower. Just really
That's
so much
incredible.
flexibility here. Yeah, whatever your mouse is over top of, exactly what you're going to get. I don't have to rely on this. I don't have to deselect before I go to something else. So yeah, that's some of the improvements there. What questions do you guys have for me?
I think I love it.
I love it. It's going to make it just so much easier, right? And so much less stressful. And like you said earlier, I don't think people are necessarily going to know it. It's not one of those flashy features, but people are just going to intuitively feel, wow, this was really easy. This is way
Right.
easier than it's been in the past. So,
These are micro frustrations, right? That just feels like work, and all of a sudden it looks very human and very easy, etc.
mhm.
Show us one more example before we're done, Paula, and just to really, really impress Divana, because we need to go a little bit further. We just want to
Abs
dazzle her.
So
Dazzle?
one of the things that I'm going to ask is because the selection is so precise, what happens if I
Yeah.
select around an area? Like if I'm just selecting.
Oh, that is such a good question. Okay, so in this insert card, for example, you'll notice that if I maybe click right here, so I'm clicking, I'm not getting anything, right? But if I click close to it, then I do. Um,
Okay.
so so if you have a solid object like these flowers, right? Those are solid objects. I have to click right on that flower to get it. But if I
Mhm.
have this drawn flower, which I like to call a liney thing, something that's thin, looks kind of hard to select, there's some padding around that flower.
Okay.
So if I click anywhere near it, then I'm going to be able to get to it. And so this allows for ultimate flexibility in being able to select the elements that you want on your canvas. And for example, right now I have these little leaves selected. If I click through the empty space, is what I like to call that because there's nothing
Mhm.
there, then it just deselects. And so this is a true, whatever my mouse is over, that's what I'm going to get.
So that's going to be really important for people to remember when they're using things like guides, right? Because the guides are
Yes.
very thin. So you don't have to be exactly like right on the line, but you do have to be pretty close.
Yeah, absolutely. Why don't we pull up, let's see, blank canvas. And if I pull up, okay, this koala is such a good example, right?
Mhm.
Because you see how I'm right next to it and I click and I'm able to get it. So I have some wiggle room there, right? But really you want to be clicking close to it. And you might be wondering, well, why'd you do that? Why not just let me select it by this green box? Well, let's throw this gift tag in here and let's send it to the back. That's so when I click here, I get the gift tag. And when I click here, I get my koala,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
show us something with subtract.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Okay, let's talk about subtract. Let's pull up a folded card. We're going to get into all the flows today. Keep this super
mhm.
fun. Okay, where was the one earlier? I had a specific one because I have a niece with a birthday coming up. So I want to show y'all that one. Let's see. This will do. Oh, looks like we have an issue with that template. Let's pick a different one. Yeah. Okay. I like this one. Super cute summary. So as you can see, I have a subtracted design and I have some subtracted text. So if I wanted to edit this, all I would have to do is double click on the text. So I double click and now I'm immediately in edit mode. So maybe I want to say happy B-Day, change that. Maybe I want to move it down a little bit. Really simple, right? Well, you might be wondering, well, okay, how do I get to the subtracted element? Well, I have my folded card here, right? So you can see Happy B-Day and I believe those are oranges that are subtracted from the card. So we have our backer and we have our card. So the oranges are subtracted elements from the card. So in order to get to those, what I do is I just double click and then I'm able to get to my subtracted elements. Once I deselect, then I'm back to just being able to select things that are directly on the card. If I want to get to those subtracted elements, I just double click and then I'm able to get to them. Any questions on that?
No,
I love it.
this is awesome.
It is
And
awesome.
I know that you are in your version of the software, and I'm assuming that that missing content will also be fixed before we.
Yes, yes. Yeah, part of my job. I'm switching between things, so we'll get that fixed for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So again, I'm super excited about everything the team's working on. I hate to put you on the spot, Paula, but what else are you excited about and passionate about?
Yes. So, okay, I am in the world of making just our users' life easier every day. And so next we're going to be working on what I just showed you, subtract, making that even better in the future. So I don't want to give too much away, but you'll continue to see more improvements around selecting things and um, how to better understand and use subtract. Not all of our users are our power users, right? So we want to make these changes friendly to existing users, engaged users, brand new people who just got their Cricut. So you'll be seeing some really exciting stuff coming in the future around subtract and just more improvements around selection.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Divana, thank you for helping coordinate all these videos. We genuinely appreciate all the feedback we get from our users, and I am super proud and grateful to the team for continuing to make changes and make improvements to making Design Space and our platform super easy to use. And Paula, thanks very much for doing this awesome demo, and thanks for everything that you do every day.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for joining us. And until next time, don't just imagine it, make it. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.